Good afternoon. It is April the 18th at approximately 3:49 p.m. on a dreary Thursday evening. And I just wanted to first and foremost thank God for allowing me to see and feel another day, and also to just have this candid conversation with you all, and just get some stuff off my chest. You know, here lately I've been going through a lot of these feelings and emotions, basically based upon the rejection, boredom, and let's just say rejection. And if I'm being honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I am at my wit's end when it comes down to just being this life right now. Now, don't get me wrong, and like I said, thank God that He allowed me to see another day, and I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just expressing myself in a loving manner because this is what I want to do. I don't understand what the criteria is for dating. I don't understand what the criteria is for, or what men are looking for. Like, I don't know. So if you ladies and gentlemen can tell me or give me some idea as to what the criteria is out there, please let me know. You guys know I'm over 50 years old, and I have not had that much experience when it comes down to dating. And it's like, you put yourself out there. I put myself out there. I dip my toe out in the water, and then the level of rejection is like, really? What, really? That's what we doing? So I don't understand what this part is. Like, I don't understand what it is that they're looking for. I would think that you would look for a woman that has character, integrity, love God, take care of what she needs to take care of, and that would be enough. But that's not it. It's something that I'm missing, that I'm just not getting. And I know what it is for me. And that's because I can't be a one night stand. I can't be a jump off. I can't be any of those one time events. That's not me. And I think that's what it is. If I open myself to just being a one time thing, then I guess I would receive more attention. If I subject myself to having small conversations that are baseless with no points or anything like that, that's what they want. Please make it make sense for me, because I am struggling right now because I don't get it. I get online, I do my TikTok, I see something, I respond. The fishing, you guys know I like the fishing pole. Cast it out, get reeled in, be me, and then I'm thrown back out in the water. So now with me, I have to figure it out. And for the life of me, I just can't understand why individuals of a certain age are still out there playing games. And granted, I know I could be heavy. I know that. But when you ask me a question and you probe and you want to know and I tell it to you, why get upset or offended when I give you my answer? Maybe, and just maybe, I have to step back a little bit and start repositioning myself in a sense that I don't give "I want to be a wife" in the first sentence. Maybe I could take that back. That I could do. Maybe I could take back or scale back the heaviness of my conversation. But if I do that, then I lose who I am. And I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. You too this, you're too that, you're too rigid, you're too open, you're too, but that's who I am. And if I can't be me, then I can't put myself out there, because I talk in sentences, I talk in paragraphs, I talk. And working with my coach, I realized a lot of things. And I have to applaud him for being willing to work with me. And some of the things that we're working on, that we're going to be working on, is just changing the narrative of who I am and exploring this woman that I am. Because each time that I speak with my coach and I talk about this place right here, he always says what he said to me yesterday, that why are you holding on to that story? And in the beginning, I was offended by it, because it's not a story, it's my life. But then as we talked and I started to hear what he was saying, it made much more sense. It made much more sense when I describe who I am as being a single mother of 2 adult children, a daughter of a 90-year-old mother, the youngest of 10, you know, been in the field in the field that I'm in for 25 years, and those are all titles that I hold, but those are not who I am. So when I look at who I am, I'm this sensitive, loving, caring person who wants to be in love and to be loved, who wants to grow in the relationship that I have with my partner, and we grow in spirituality, we grow as a family, we grow in our community, we grow in our businesses, we just grow, and we just keep developing and developing who we are. And that's the part that I don't think people understand. When I come into a situation with anyone, I bring all of me with me. I bring that sensitive person. I bring that sometimes insecure person. I bring that boisterous person. I bring that, that girl. Well, it's really not that girl, because she's not a hood girl, not like that. She a fake white hood girl, that girl. I bring her sometimes. And I bring the church woman. I bring all of these people with me. So that's who I am. But when I come together with you, my significant other, I accept the things that you bring to the table as well. I hope that we'll be able to have some commonalities in some areas of our lives where we can build together, come together and build something greater. Hoping that some of the things that I am learning about myself, not just being those titles, but actually knowing who I am as this person. And, get out of that victim stance or that wounded warrior type personality, because to me, and it was brought to my attention that that's who I'm always speaking from, the victim stance or the wounded stance. And I don't think that I'm a victim of any circumstance at all. If I'm a victim of anything, it's just victim of being open to people, just period. And I become a victim of whatever good, bad, or indifferent they bring or project, and I take it. And that's who I am. And that's something that has to change, because I should be able to combat the nonsense. Combat the nonsense without giving my whole self into a situation. And like what I shared with you guys on Saturday, you know, just and after 2 or 3 conversations, we intimately entwine. So intimacy is important to me, and stimulation is important to me. And when you can do those things without being, and let me just say that, stimulation in the sense that, you know, not physical, that's what I'm saying. You can stimulate my mind, you can stimulate my body too, but I digress. But getting back to it, stimulation is just the key to it all. If we can have a conversation and it makes sense, then I'm all into it. We can have a conversation and it don't make sense, I'm gonna pull out what makes sense for me to keep the conversation going, because everybody not like me. But the things that I'm struggling with is the things that I can't afford to play with. I can't afford to play with being a blank statement. I can't afford to be that, because I work so hard to get to this space and in this place that I am in my life, where if I try to go backwards and you know what, and now that I think about it, to go back and learn how to date again, that might be something that I need to do. Because in actuality, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that I ever been courted before. I think that I was pursued. I think that I pursued, but I don't think that I ever really dated before. I think that there was a period of time where I went on a date, and then the next thing I know, we living together for 7 years. Or I broke up, and then I was in something else already. So I never actually dated anyone. I think it just was automatic after a couple of seconds, and it was just in a relationship. And that's because I probably projected that on the person, but they didn't stop it either. So I never really dated, so I don't know how to do that. And I can be very honest and say that out loud. I don't know how to date. I know how to communicate. I know how to be expressed. I can express myself and I can verbalize. But as far as really dating is concerned, I have to go back to the basics and learn how that is. Like how to do that on a, you know, as an adult. A lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, when you think about things, and just as I had that epiphany as we were talking, you know, no one ever showed me how to do that. No one ever showed me how to be courted by someone. No one ever showed me how to be pursued by someone. And that's where I am right now. So I'm back to basics. So in my learning who I am outside of being those titles that I carry, I need to know what it's like to date and how to do it properly. I need to learn how to slow down and smell the roses. I need to learn how to just let things happen organically without it being forced. And because I have that instant gratification style mind, I'm always going right to the end of it. I want to know. I want everything just like that. So in this process, and I said this out loud to my peers today, that I'm going to give myself a certain amount of time to work on me again. And then in that sense, I'm going to start from A to Z in this amount of time that I need to develop who I am as me. In this time, I hope that I'll be able to, first and foremost, date myself in order for someone to be able to date me. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to take the time out to do that, to date me and learn me and to appreciate me just the way that I am. And once I'm able to do that for myself, and then if someone comes along, then that will be, he would be able to just continue what I've started for myself, with myself. So that's something that I'm going to definitely explore in the next couple of weeks or so. And I'm gonna definitely take you guys on this journey with me. And I'm not afraid of doing it. I'm not afraid in the sense of being in this space by myself anymore. I talk about it because I talk about it, but since Saturday and up until today, I realized that this is where I'm supposed to be confused and going back to basics, because I really don't know. I have a lot of work to do with some self-discovery, and minus the understoods, and the understoods is church, God, my family, my work, my school. Those are understoods. That's nothing what I'm talking about. I'm only talking about self-discovery of me and this process of being single, this process of healing this person that is so confused and so anxious and so clingy and so heavy, that person. And in this time, like I said, I'm going to explore different avenues, and those avenues include learning. And I love learning. I'm in school already, but that's understood. But I love learning about relationships. And relationships starts with you first and then others second. So that's what I'm going to be exploring for myself, the relationship that I have with myself. And as I'm pursuing this journey of healing, and it's a journey in a process, it's healing, I'm going to become this person that can accept what's going on and how people are, and accept who that is without being frustrated or feeling rejected when they don't understand, because I don't understand. And my coach brought that to my attention as well. And I realized that there are a lot of things that I just don't know how to do. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm just I don't know how to date. I don't know how to slow down and smell the roses. I don't know how to just live in the moment, because I'm always looking forward to tomorrow. I need to understand what this part is. And once I master this part, then the next part will be a little bit easier, because now I'm exposed to something different. Getting to know me is not just my favorite color is black, or I like to keep my hair done a certain way, or I like to do my stuff my way. No, getting to know me might be, I might like the color pink, Or I might like the color yellow. I might like the color green. I might like it. And so exploring those different opportunities, going to different restaurants. This where I live now is a wealth of restaurants. And as long as I go in with the intention and let them know I have a severe nut allergy and I can't have nuts outside of that, I need to explore. And I need to come out of my comfort zone. And I need to just go out and start doing different things and doing it by myself if I have to, which I probably am going to do it by myself. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, talking to my coworkers and I today, we made a plan for tomorrow to go to the gym. Now that all of us are like kind of close to each other, that's something to do. That's something that I've never done before. So why not? Like, me personally, I want to go for the classes. I want to go to Zumba class. I want to go to Zumba class, and I want to go to Zumba class. That's all I want to do. But they want to work out. I want to go to classes. So maybe as a group, we could do some activities together. But my goal is to go to the Zumba class or to work with a trainer that's going to help me do it on my own. That I can do. That's fine. But first steps first is just getting to know me and love me for me. It's all about me. And being okay with this part of my life, just being me. Understanding that it's nothing wrong with me. And I had to get that out of my head. And between Saturday and today, I realized that there is nothing wrong with me. The only thing that's wrong with me is that I have a problem with immediate gratification. And that's it. I realized that I want what I want when I want it. And that's not how life works. So if I want something to happen, I have to pour into me in order for me to pour into someone else, in order for me to do what I need to do for me, to be satisfied. If I'm taking myself out and I'm taking care of me the way that I should, then when someone comes along, they're going to have to match that energy. And if they can't, then that may not be the person for me. And vice versa. Because, you know, men, they getting their nails and feet done just like we are. They pamper themselves. They do the things that they like to do too. So, hey, when he walks along and he say, hey, babe, let's go get our nails done. Let's go get our nails done. We doing it. And it's not going to take anything away from him. And it's not going to take anything away from me because I'm already doing that for myself. Now, I don't get my nails done because I wash dishes every day. That's why I don't get my nails done. That's just for me. However, when I get a chance to, I got gloves that I can put on my hands, but I don't. But, and that's the thing. And so starting with little outside things that, you know, make me feel good. Going to get a pedicure. Well, now I can't, well, maybe in about another 2 weeks while the cut heals up a little bit more, but getting pedicures on a regular basis, going to different restaurants, doing different activities, getting out of my apartment. You know, I do everything from here. I go to school from here. I can work from here. I can do everything from here. I can even work out in here. But getting out of here, getting out of my comfort zone and just doing it somewhere else. Exploring what life is all about. And I said that on my post today on my TikTok. You know, I think it was today. It may have been yesterday. It might have been today, whatever. But anyway, just living life unapologetically. Living life in a way that is satisfying to me, not to please anybody else except for me. Taking the time to learn who I am and love who I am, and knowing that it's not about making anybody else happy but me. And the understoods are always going to be there, but they're already taken care of. Now it's about me. And thank God that my mom is still around, and thank God that my children are adults. You know, my granddaughters, they have parents that take care of them, and I don't have to be a hands-on, because if I was hands-on to the degree that I, was when I was living with them or around them, that was something different. But today I'm not. So I don't have babies. I don't have to. I can send an Instacart to my mom if she needs something. If the boys need something, I can send them cash apps. I don't have to be there physically to do anything. And that's the great thing about it. Another thing that I'm really, 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 really going to start doing is traveling a little bit more, because I've already traveled by myself already. So that's not a problem. Just getting out my comfort zone, finding a ticket on a train, or I don't like to drive, so I'm probably going to fly a train or a bus or something like that. But just getting out, going somewhere, Groupon, Atlantic City, whatever, finding something that I could do that's local, that's not local, just do it. And if I can afford it, why not? I mean, I need to start exploring what this world is about without having to be so scared of it. And that's basically what it is. Because being in my comfort zone is my space, is my comfort zone. So I need to get out of my comfort zone and just start doing something different. Even if it's just starting to walk around my complex and just exploring that. I haven't done that before. I come to my apartment and I go out of the parking lot. That's it. I have not explored what the grounds are. So maybe I need to do that. It's just little baby steps, little things that I know that I have to do for myself in order for me to get better is what I'm going to start doing for me. It's not for anybody else except for me. And hopefully in this time that I'm taking to focus on me, I get a chance to learn and love who I am, and not do the superficial things like just my basic self-care, taking my baths and listening to my music and writing, because this week I've been writing. And it's not just the writing in my journals, it's writing. I found myself writing again, which is something that I love to do, and I used to do it a while ago, but I put it down. But I'm starting to write again, and then it's all about what it is. It's all about love and that feeling and those emotions that surround love. It's just who I am for right now. It'll change, but my intentions for writing is just to get my feelings and emotions out. My intentions for doing this is to get my feelings and emotions out. Anything that I do, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And if I don't know how to do something, I'm going to ask for help. And that's basically what I did with my coach. And I asked for the help, and so I'm going to get it. And exploring different opportunities for myself, because it's what I need. It's what I need. And you never know what might happen in my journey and just getting out of my comfort zone. So that's step number 1.0. Because there's so many steps to this process. So I'm just doing them as they come, and just making videos about it and documenting the progress, so I can go back and say, well, I remember when I was there, and I remember, how lost I was or how confused. And then when I see myself again, I can say, wow, you've really matured. Even today, when I look at my videos from last year and I look at the ones from today, they are so different. When I first started, I was ranting and raving about being in my relationship with a person that wasn't going to marry me. And then he proposed, and then it was about that. And then now it's just like I'm talking about being single. and exploring what this life is in my single self. So, and that's what it is. It's all about my single self. So I hope that you ladies and gentlemen just understand that it's just a candid conversation that I'm having with my friends and family, and that I'm going to get through this, and I'm just going to take you guys along so that you can see this progress. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I will answer them. And at some point, I'm going to try to get my coach to come up and be a part of Just Talk Live. So look out for that. But just checking in for today. Thank you.